She is hopping right in. She's not wasting any time today. She's getting right in there. This is one of the most underrated products in, well, okay, probably isn't. I don't know where their statistics are on this product. It's probably pretty rated as far as brow products go. But the Brow Freeze by Anastasia, I can spend probably a good 30 minutes doing this, just laying my brows up and down, shaping them into the perfect little eyebrow, especially if you like that laminated look. I'm not the biggest fan of it on myself because my hairs are a little bit too long and they lie flat, so it looks a little weird if I like stick them all the way up, but it's such a good setting product. It's one of those products that I use whether I'm wearing makeup or not, like a part of my skincare routine at this point. Like I put on my skincare and then I hop into this. Speaking of skincare, I'm gonna do my skin prep now. I'm taking my Dalba spray serum, and this product is clearly loved. I like to use it as a prime spray, and then I like to use it as my setting spray. It creates this glowy film, which is really nice, especially in photos, especially in like direct sunlight. So you have to shake it first. There's two layers. There's the white truffle layer, which is the serum part. It's good for wrinkles, skin elasticity. And then the top is the oil layer, which contains avocado oil, sunflower seed oil, chia seeds. There's a bunch of goodness in there, and I like to just shake all of that up and spray it all over. It's not sticky or greasy. I like to use it pretty much as a body glow as well as my face glow, so I just kind of spray it all over the place. The glow film lasts for a few hours. You do have to keep up with it after, but it does last a good amount of time. So I'm just spraying it all over, and that is my first step in my makeup, in my clean girl aesthetic. That term makes my skin crawl a little bit because I don't think that that's like, what does clean girl aesthetic mean? To me, that's like, did you shower? Yeah? Okay, clean girl aesthetic. But you know what I mean when I say clean girl makeup. You know what I mean when I say clean girl aesthetic. It's like the trend right now, and this is what we're referring to. Next, I'm taking my eye cream. This is a step that I do not skip in my makeup prep anymore. Maybe when I was 21 I did, but not anymore, especially if I want my under eye concealer or under eye product to stick and to last and not to crease and not to look dry and gross and cakey. The first step is eye cream, and a lot of it actually. I like to put on quite a bit, and I like to let it sit and then just blend it out with my finger. It's a step that I do not recommend skipping if you want your base to look perfect. This used to be the love of my life. This Hydro Veil by Illamasqua was my it product in like 2018, and I'm recently rediscovering it. It's a bit tricky to use because it kind of falls out everywhere, but it creates a very similar effect as the Milk Hydro Grip Primer, in a sense where it's a bit sticky, so all your face products kind of stick to it. I just apply a very thin layer of it all over my face. Just be careful not to use too much of it. You really don't need a lot. The tiniest amount goes a long way. For my foundation, this is the hero product for clean girl aesthetic, clean girl makeup. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin. Everyone already knows that Charlotte makes the best face products, but here I am reinforcing that. Her foundations are truly the best. If you like that like studio model look, her face products will do that for you. They're so good. For my under eyes, and I used this product a few videos ago, and some people were like, I can't believe they're still around. I thought this brand was like dead and gone. Listen, Becca is thriving under Smashbox. I don't know if they carry every single one of their products, but they definitely carry all the staples, all the shimmering skin perfectors, and this under eye corrector is no exception. It's my favorite product by Becca. I'm happy it's still around. I'm happy this got brought back. I like to just apply it with a brush and then blend it upwards, kind of rolling it up into my under eye area with a beauty blender. I learned this trick on TikTok and I was like, wow, who knew? I've been doing it wrong. Basically, instead of tapping the product into your skin, you're just like rolling it up. That way, it kind of prevents it from creasing a bit. For the regular concealer, I'm just taking my ABH one. This is just the best for spot concealing. I like to apply a little bit of it for more coverage under my eyes as well, like on top of the Becca Perfector, and it just adds, it just adds an extra layer of coverage. If you want to go for a more natural skin-based look, then just skip concealer and stick to the Perfector. But I like to, you know, have a little more in there, especially on spots. I really like the flawless finish look. This is one of my hero products for this month for sure. This is the Duo by Fenty. I like the darker blush instead of the Barbie pink because the Barbie pink just doesn't really go with my skin tone as well as the darker one. But this darker blush is such a vibe. It's so natural, which is no surprise because their matchsticks have such a good blend. I wasn't surprised at all that their blush is a very similar formulation. Fenty just kills it with these. I like to swipe it all across. I like to put on my forehead. I like to contour with my blush. I like to put on my nose and on my cheeks. It's kind of one of those things, like, I'm a blush girl through and through. If there's one thing I'm gonna do, it's blush, which is so funny to me because when I was like 19, 20, I don't even think I ever used blush. Like, I think I discovered blush when I was like 23 and rolled with it forever. Another Charlotte product, this is the Pinkgasm. Everybody that knows anything about makeup has seen this product, but I like to use these on the eyes. I like to use it on my face as well, but it is such a nice finish for your eyes because it adds a little bit of shimmer, a little bit of glimmer. There's a bit something going on in your eyes, but it's not like in your face like an eye crayon or like an eyeshadow would be, you know? Because it is for your face, it's just kind of a bit toned down, and the shades are so natural and skin-like that it just makes sense to kind of put it on your eyes. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just tapping it out. Keeping it quite simple on the eyes. I've been giving this a try for the past few weeks. I'm still deciding how I feel about this technique, but I don't know. If you've tried this, let me know. So this is the Crystal Powder by Laura Mercier. To me, there are days where I'm obsessed with using this as a setting powder, and there are days where I'm like, this is a highlighter. This is not a setting powder. In photos, this looks incredible. If you are going to an event where there's going to be a lot of photos, this powder is it. I would use it for like my wedding. Would I use this in my everyday errands? Probably not. It's a bit too shimmery. I like to buff it out with some clear powder as well. And yeah, like I said, I'm still kind of trying to figure it out. Maybe I'll just stick to using it on my high points of my face and not like under my eyes in my T-zone. But let me know if you've tried it. The love of my life, my Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Glow Fusion Powder. This product is probably like 3 years old. It is so destroyed and through. It has seen everything it needed to see. It needs to go so bad, but I refuse to replace it. I'm gonna keep it. It's one of those things you're gonna keep using until there's like not a single drop of it left. It's the best bronzing powder that there is for my personal complexion, skin tone, all of that. To set everything, to melt all that powder in, I'm using my Dalba spray once again, just to kind of accentuate that glow and yeah, bring everything together. I like to use a beauty blender to press it in as well, just to decrease everything. Just tightlining my eyes with this Bare Mineral pencil. These woody red shades are so great for light eyes. If you have light green, gray, light blue eyes, or even like light brown, this would look so beautiful on like hazel eyes. This is such a beautiful shade for that. Trust me, go try out a red eyeliner. This is a new product for me, my Ico mascara. My first impression has been very good. It's not clumpy yet. That being said, it's the first time I'm using it, but it's not clumpy, and all I needed was one coat, which usually with mascaras I go for 2. This one was enough, and the brush is really great. It's usually the type of brush that waterproof mascaras have, but I hate waterproof mascara because it just never gets off and it sticks to my eyes for the rest of the month. But this has the brush of a waterproof mascara and the formulation of a normal one, so I'm really into it. If you've been here for a while, you know my love for brow pens. I'm pretty sure my MAC brow pen, the video that I made with that, is my most watched YouTube video, so you already know my obsession with brow pens. I think brow pens should be held to a higher regard than brow pencils because they're just so much more of an everyday product than a brow pencil is. But we're not ready for that conversation yet. It's fine. We'll get there one day. It's not yet. We're getting there slowly, is what I'm trying to say. Brow pens just add enough definition to look like legit brows without, overdoing it. Or you can layer it and sit there for like 20 minutes and just keep layering the hairs and then go for a crazy bushy look, which is also such a vibe. They're so underrated. Everyone needs a brow pen. Go get a brow pen. For the lips, nothing new. You know I like my nudes. You know I like my lip-toned lip pencils that are good for overlining, that look like lips. I don't really care for color on my lips. I don't really care for much product on my lips. I like a nude that just cheats a lip line, and that's it. This one is so good for that. They used to have a pencil like this. I think it was shade 1C or 3C, 5C, I don't know. One of them, Makeup Forever had one of them. It was their best seller, and then they got rid of it I don't know if they brought it back, but this lip shade is very, very similar to that one. If you know, you know. You'll know what I'm talking about if you know. But after that, I'm just setting everything with some clear powder, and that is it for my clean girl vibe.